This week's Outside of the Hunt episode is all about Lac Seul. Lac Seul means in French, lake alone. Lac Seul is a household name in the fishing community. Lac Seul is a lake in Northwestern Ontario, starts in Ear Falls to the west, stretches all the way past Sioux Lookout in the east. It's 150 miles long. It's the second largest lake in Ontario, wholly enclosed within the provincial boundaries, second only to Lake Nipigon. Lac Seul is a reservoir, actually. It's part of the English River system that flows eventually into the Arctic Circle. Lac Seul was dammed up in, I believe, 1928, hydro development project in Ear Falls. And so that raised the level of the river at that time, the English River, about 10 feet to what is now known as Lac Seul. The lake that we now know as Lac Seul is a very eutrophic fishery. Eutrophic meaning it's a very productive lake. In general, it is relatively shallow, which is great for walleye fishing, northern pike and smallmouth bass. Most people that come to Lac Seul to fish are after trophy walleye. It's a great fishery. I don't know how else to say it, but you can catch lots of big fish. The lake fluctuates from spring till fall about 7 or 8 feet. So what you see as a hazard in the spring is actually not a hazard come August, because it's 5 or 6 feet down under the water's surface, and now it's fishing structure. As big of a lake as it is, it's really quite remote. The only ways to access Lac Seul are along the 105 highway corridor in the western part here where we're located. You can go north of Dryden about an hour's drive on a bush road, or you go to Sioux Lookout at the other end by Blacktop. Otherwise, it's really quite restricted in its access, just due to the nature of its location. All of these white patches on the map here, all around here, a lot of those are beaches. Now, of course, there's bigger beaches in the spring when the water's low, but even this time of year in August, you can find so many secluded beaches to have a shore lunch, or just stretch your legs for a few minutes while you're fishing. It's really cool. And I mean, the other thing too, this was a major part of the fur trade in its day. So not only can you find artifacts from the fur trade, but even predecessing that, you can find remnants from indigenous communities. You can find arrowheads. You can find pottery shards. I found an arrowhead actually just out of nothing but pure luck, walking down one beach and not really knowing what I was looking for, and it just kind of attracted my attention. And sure enough, there was a small arrowhead that, I don't know, 200-300 years old. So there's a lot more to do in Lac Seul than just fish. If you want to explore, you can canoe and kayak. There's lots of islands and inlets that you can hide behind, get out of the wind. It's world-class walleye fishing. Even when you look up in Wikipedia the details about Lac Seul, there's even an opinion in there that says it's one of Ontario's best walleye and pike fisheries. And I mean, that speaks for itself. If they watch the Al Linder fishing shows and all these other big fishing shows in the south, they target Lac Seul because it's consistent trophy walleye fishing.